Just started OBS again. Right, we're back on. Technical problems. Don't you just love them? Well, hopefully. I see mic. I see desktop audio is currently. Well, let's just try.
DJ.
Alright, well, that went to stereo. I don't know if anyone heard that. How are we doing again? Let's start Contradiction up, at least. And we'll see what happens when you come back into chat. Very buffery. Oh, buffery, yeah, I did have a bit of a lag thing. Streams back. Oh, my buffering's back. But you know, we got some ambient noise for testing stuff. Hopefully it's not buffering too much. My buffering's back. Excellent. Show the player. Aha. Running water, yes. That's what we want, that is. Obviously all that background stuff there. Woohoo! Alright, we're back and we're working. Technical issues over with. Stuck in an ad, and you're to blame, or you give love a bad name. It's Friday, innit? It's been a week of work and stupid nonsense, and it's done. You just missed me doing some Bon Jovi, Ray. But hopefully you can hear the lovely sort of lake sounds in the background. Alright, so let's reconvene. We interviewed Paul Darrow, the father. Jovi can get stuffed. I wanted to try and do a bluegrass covers band called Ban Jovi, and then someone nicked it. Admittedly, I came up with the idea with a banjo player in America, and then I went back to Swindon and found out someone in Swindon nicked it, and they didn't, you know, maybe I nicked off them. Anyway, it's a great name, Ban Jovi. You know, 50p, it's yours. Right, anyway, we talked to the dad. I don't think there were any contradictions in the dad thing, but we were going to check if the Atlas compound, yes, it's sex cult, call it compound, had any alcohol in the kitchen. What we found were some DVDs. Let's see if I can well, let's resume. I think if we resume, it goes back to telling us it's 8 p.m. Or maybe it's Dracula pop is closing. Could be. So we tried DVD from the pile. This is what you missed. So we'll play this again. The whole Jordan Peterson malarkey.
Freedom, true freedom,
means freedom from many vices that society had traditionally believed to be virtues. Self-criticism, self-doubt, guilt. Ladies and gentlemen, these are not virtues. These are sins. Born of a fake morality implanted deep within our minds and collective consciousness by governments and religions through the ages, with the sole purpose of preventing the masses, stopping us from achieving the same success, happiness, and freedom enjoyed by those at the very pinnacle of society.
It's like David
I'm
Icke
going to show you
meets Jordan Peterson
that common
meets Nigel
morality
Farage.
is nothing more than the cynical creation of an elite desperate to stay in power. An elite hell-bent on preventing you from reaching your full potential by making you feel guilty for pursuing success. But the good news is that you can take back control. You can become the success you deserve to be.
Warrant it.
Atlas will give you a unique and powerful advantage. Life in all its technicolor glory can be yours. All that you have to do is to stay, embrace it, enjoy it, and learn to love your ambition. Welcome to Atlas.
There we go. So that's what you missed earlier. Even looks a bit like Nick Griffin. He does a bit, doesn't he? Yeah, the pseudo-fash sex cult thing. And then we played another DVD, the Triple X one, which was just looked like someone pickpocketing stuff. Yeah, we've already used that one, but coming to a flagship BBC panel show near you. And was he taking like 3 wallets out of the same coat? So, pickpocket who films themselves. Still, that's more objects to talk to people about. Maybe find contradictions. Woo! Let's talk to everyone in the village again. Where's the mouse gone? There's the mouse gone.
Let yourself go. Feel your soul lifting. Then wait for the moment to break free. Then break free. Excellent, Hannah.
Well,
Could you come back later, please?
what's going on here?
Please, leave.
Sorry, Ryan, there's a few more questions I have to ask you yet, and time's ticking by.
Where's me at?
Okay.
Forgot me at. He's not happy, is he? We interrupted his little sex cult thing.
What on earth was that about? Looked like they were burning woolen dolls. A woolen doll burning ceremony. What a very odd course this is.
Oh. And of course nobody's there. Alright, fine. Let's go talk to everyone in the village. Let's try every little nook and cranny. You never know who we might meet. remote control lock. For a garage? Smokey Jim will buy the farm too. He could do. Alright. Anyone in the clearing? Nope. Gotta check them all though. Gotta check them all. Anything new on the jetty? Nope. No one hanging around there having a sneaky bong. Alright, let's go see Simon Nera and just... Smokey Jim's going to find hard proof an actual conspiracy and suffer for it. Of course, those are the tropes.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. Have you seen this before?
No. Don't think so.
What do you know about doll burning?
Doll burning, I think it was something that they did on the course. Simon mentioned it.
Oh, they didn't do that when you were there?
No.
Well, you were no good. We've asked her about everything else.
Thank
Let's
you.
go see Simon.
Probably be back later.
Hang on. I was just... what's going on? I was doing my hair. Oh, hello, Brain Mage. Hello, Shrimp Cult. Hold on, I was doing my hair, and then I was going to put my hat on. See? Right. Hello, Brain Mages. Hello, Shrimp Cult. Welcome. How long did it take you to do the crossword tonight? And how much was dicking about, really, honestly? How you all doing? We made it Friday. We made it Friday, and you join me as we're investigating some sort of weird fascist sex cult that's run by a blend of Jordan Peterson, David Icke, and Nigel Farage, and Nick Griffin. It's a bit weird. Yes, I do have Starship Titanic in the background. We played it. Thank you for the follow, finally. Yeah, we played it a while back. It's fucking terrible. I hated it with a passion. Possibly more than Discworld. It's hard. It's hard to say which I hated more. 3 hours 41, including 2 hours of donut ranting. Guy, you got the wrong donuts again. Oh, Performing Nerd, hello, thank you for the follow. Cheers for coming back over. Getting the Starlings into the glass, what? Oh. Okie coke. Right, this one time, just this one time. Yes, Performing Nerd. I love those little Rubik's Cube stream. That was a lovely little chill time when we popped over the other week. I know what it looked like. Hi, Kathy. I did know about the red bit by the bumhole, to be fair, guys. So I now see. I now see a little bit more of the story than I knew before. Anyway, we're asking shady people about weird things. This game is a full motion video game from 2015, And it basically consists of an overacting cop in a hat going, "Do you know what this is? What can you tell me about this? Or is it this? Or is it this?" It's this, apparently. I thought it was this. "What do you know about these?" And that's pretty much all the game. But then you spot their contradictions. You go, you're a liar. And hopefully we'll find out who the murderer is or uncover the mad fascist sex cult. Who knows? Oh, well, Guy, thanks for dropping everyone in. Enjoy your food, bud. We'll see you soon. Alright, we're asking Simon, who looks like a bad clone of Matt Smith and James Masters, and he's in this business school sex cult thing. And we're going to ask him about a weird doll burning ceremony that they do. He's a reverse silent, his head moves but his eyes stay still.
What do you know about doll burning?
Not on the course. It's a ritual thing. It's getting rid of things that you don't need. Throw it into the fire.
And that's a good thing?
Well, yeah, it helps you getting rid of things you don't need, so you can move on and take control again.
So what are the masks for?
They're just to help you get into the right frame of mind. Just get you into the zone, help with the trance.
A trance?
Yeah.
Trance?
It's like self-hypnosis. We do it on the course sometimes. It's just to help you get into the right frame of mind,
So you hypnotize yourself? How do you do that?
Just stare into a mirror and chant something, just say the same thing over and over again. Or you could just close your eyes and put yourself into a trance. Some people can do that.
And that's safe?
Well, yeah.
Is it
Hypnosis
safe?
doesn't work the way that most people think it does. You can't just be hypnotized if you don't want to be hypnotized. But you can learn to hypnotize yourself.
What did you say it was called? Auto-hypnosis?
Self-hypnosis, auto-hypnosis, same thing, really.
I think Simon was a bit too quick to play down the role of auto-hypnosis on the course. I'll have to ask around about this.
More things to talk to everyone about. You'll have a crisis conscience come a cropper when he does good. And we're expecting more murders. Kira's expecting more murders. Okay, so I don't think there's anything said here that contradicts anything else, except for the mirrors and the scrying mirror. Now, he didn't say anything about not using the scrying mirror. He recognizes it as... But he's talking about James, who's a weird conspiracy theorist nut. But he might be right. You want a whole Southwest village of murders. Oh, that would be brilliant. That would be awesome. Right. Oh, there's a suspicious DVD that we need to ask about.
Have you seen this before?
Oh, a bit of a grunt there.
Oh, sorry.
And the actor playing the copper has got the most... He has to do some business every time he's asking a question.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Dolburns, we're not going to ask about that. But let's ask about auto-hypnosis.
Do you know what auto-hypnosis is?
It's some type of self-hypnosis, isn't it?
Yeah. Have you ever tried it?
No, I haven't. But I think Kate was into it. She learned it from when she went to Atlas.
And what did she tell you about it?
Not a lot, really. I think it helped her. I think she used it as a sort of self-meditation.
Nothing contradictory between those statements. Let's go visit more
Be
people.
back later on, if that's okay.
Right, where are we going? Back into town. Shall we see if anything's up at the village hall? Anything new? Nope. Gotta check these little dead ends, you never know. Like back of the pub. You never know what might have changed in the back of the pub. Nothing really. But I reckon we've got the garage key. Right, let's ring the bell like a dick.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Boo boo boo.
Do you know anything about this?
No, sorry. Ask Ryan.
Imagine, like, the filming day. It's just alright, just sit in the chair, we're going to hand you a bunch of props, and just keep sort of like saying, what can you tell me about this? All day.
What do you know about doll burning at Atlas?
Only that it's part of the course. I'm not entirely sure what they're for, but I made dozens for him.
You made them.
Oh, Ryan can't make anything. He's practically dyspraxic.
Auto-hypnosis.
Do you know anything about hypnosis used on the Atlas course?
Are you sure you mean hypnosis or the power of persuasion?
What's the difference?
Not a lot. But if you want someone to do something, it's usually easier to ask nicely.
Atlas used persuasion techniques.
Well, don't all businesses use it, Inspector? Ever heard of advertising?
She's definitely done the bill, right? Or is the bill still on television? I forget. Right, we've talked to her about everything.
Okay,
Time
that's it for now. Thank you.
Right. This is where the remote comes in. It's not breaking and entering if they drop their keys.
So, those are Ryan's guitars, kept in a garage. Not really the best place to keep them.
Wow. Guitars, really? That's a clue, huh? Let's talk to Paul Darrow again.
A couple more questions, if that's okay.
Seen this before?
The writing looks familiar, but no.
It's Avon! It's Avon from Blake 7!
What can you tell me about doll burning at Atlas?
Not very much. It's one of Ryan's ideas. My son is under the illusion that he's a genius.
Look at him chewing the scenery. Ooh, D&D again. Have fun, Ray. I can lurk away. Yes, this is the only actor who got paid. Yeah, not to ask about
Can
that.
you tell me more about the auto-hypnosis techniques used on the course?
We don't use hypnosis on the course.
Not at all.
Not anymore.
So, how was it used?
Hypnosis is probably the wrong word, Inspector. It's nothing to do with the trances or things like that. It was meant to force... to help students.
Did you force them?
You can't force anybody into being hypnotized. You have to want to be hypnotized. It's not something out of your control. You can't be hurt or damaged in any way by hypnosis.
So you've never put pressure on students to enter into hypnosis?
It would be impossible to do so.
Yeah, right. We don't believe him. Is not used on the course anymore and possibly hurt. Right, let's ask about the guitar collection.
Does Ryan play the guitar?
Ryan couldn't get a tune out of a radio. He's tone deaf.
Okay, so he's never tried to go professional.
If he did try, it was never going to happen.
Shitting on Ryan's dreams there. Oh, you talking about us? Oh, Hawk. How's it going? I'll watch that thing later. Again, I don't think, right, nothing particularly contradictory that I'm finding from the father here. Okay, you know, that doesn't really tie into anything. The doll burn doesn't reckon a DVD. See, we found a contradiction there. Going, but there was someone taking drugs on the site. Aha. I don't think there was anything else.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Of course, since we're talking about hypnosis and mind control, James probably has ideas on mind control.
A few more questions, please. Thank you. Seen this before?
No, what is it?
Do you recognize it?
No. Should I?
What do you know about doll burning?
Doll burning? What sort of doll burning?
It doesn't mean anything to you.
No. Should it?
No, that's okay.
Laugh incredulously.
Ever heard of auto-hypnosis, James? Self-hypnosis?
Yeah.
And what do you know about it?
It's another name for scrying. Some people call it auto-hypnosis, I call it scrying.
Right. So you're saying scrying is just self-hypnosis?
Scrying? You could scry on anything. I don't use a mirror. I can scry watching the clouds. Maybe the water on a lake in the moonlight.
And when you're watching the water, what happens? Do you go into a trance?
You lose yourself in your unconscious. You go deeper and deeper. You swim around. Try not to go too deep. Because if you go too deep, you start drowning. And you get dragged down to the bottom. As long as you stay swimming, you come to the surface again. Then you wake up and see the world as it really is. It's like a journey to a place people talk about, but no one's ever seen. You're thinking about Kate, aren't you?
What makes you say that?
She bought a mirror. Sold her one last year.
Was she into using mirrors like that?
No idea. But she bought one.
Right.
Okay, and knew he'd have thoughts about that. Another name for scrying. It's possible without a mirror. Sold scrying mirror to Kate last year. It's just, yeah, you wouldn't know anything about that. So, if he sold her a scrying mirror last year, does that contradict anything else we've talked about? Can't remember the last time he saw Kate. Well, saw her last year. Nope, that's not good enough. Near for Slime's girlfriend, didn't socialise with her. Fair. Didn't know about that. What else has got Kate to do with it? No. Front pub window. Nothing particularly contradictory there about making the mirrors. It's one way of scrying. As he said, we can do it looking at the clouds. That wasn't his accent. Don't know where that came from. Scrying for various reasons. So there's nothing about the mirrors. nothing particularly contradictory.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Thanks, Nightbot. Don't forget, folks, there's a wonderful plugin for Chrome and Firefox where you can register your pronouns and then you get the plugin and people's pronouns can appear in chat. And we all know each other a little bit better then. Think about it. There it is. In the chat. Okay. I could call the chief. Let's have a tip. Paul and Ryan both need to be asked about that DVD. There are also things you haven't asked Simon, M, and Rebecca and Ryan about yet, so there's a lot of things to ask a lot of people, huh? No. Transport kitties. That cool. I thought I asked him about the DVD.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
Yes, I've talked to you about the
That's
DVD.
all for the moment, thank you.
Sure, he's hiding more, but I just can't find anything in there. Brim, 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 brim. Oh, halfway through. Oh! Oh no!
The DVD! That's all they took. It must have been deliberate. Someone clearly wanted that back.
Oh!
Nice and helpful of them to leave a piece of evidence behind, though.
Oh no, how can we ask about a DVD that we don't have anymore? Unless we can... Worst muggers ever. A 300 quid in my wallet. Gonna put it on the horses. Oh, I can't go to the reading room anymore. Is he still here? No, he's not. Maybe he's gone home. I just got mugged.
Just a few more
Bagged
questions,
and
if you don't mind.
tagged. Hey.
Have you seen this before?
No, I don't think so.
You don't recognise the shop?
No.
Is there someone else who works at Atlas? Someone who may have been there tonight?
No. There's a cleaner. Comes at strange times, but then he's a strange boy. Work experience.
As a cleaner?
Well, we did try him in accounts, but didn't work out.
Ooh! Someone's starting to get cocky with their answers. The home printed A4 sheet stuck onto a Pritt stick. I know, it's so cheap, right?
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Alright, so Paul isn't there. Is he in the pub? Maybe he's in the restaurant this time. No, still nobody in the restaurant. Oh well, ring the bell.
Ask about a few more things, please.
Does Ryan play the guitar?
He tries. He does keep wasting money on them, though. I think he believes if he buys the right one, he'll suddenly turn into Jimi Hendrix. It's sad, really. If I just let him play in his room, as long as he plays in there, I don't mind.
Yeah, the sounds of customers, but no actual customers.
Have you seen this before anywhere?
Well, I know the shop, a costume shop just outside the village.
Ever used it?
Not personally, but I think Ryan might have.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Is that someone being unsupportive of their spouse's hobbies? Yeah. Right. Suppose we're going to go around the map and go, do you recognise this bag?
Couple more questions, if that's okay.
What do you know about Ryan's guitar collection?
I know he plays because he tried to buy one off me.
Do you play?
I used to. I used to be in a band, but I was a singer as well, so I got away with it.
Singer as well?
Yeah, I used to sing in a band every night. But sometimes it was in a pub, but usually at Rebecca's.
What was that called?
It was called Blackstone. And this guy from a record company once came to see us, and he said the band was rubbish, but that I was good. So after that, I don't think they liked me much, and then we broke up after college.
Can't hide talent.
Apparently you can. Isn't that the name of Liam's band? Let's ask about the mugging bag.
You know the shop? Have you used it?
No, but I know where it is.
There we go. Hi. Hi. Wow, what? Smell. Yes, hello. You're very adorable. I didn't notice Snarf was down here. Hi, Snarf. If you look in the channel rewards, you'll now see Streamy Dreamies. Well, basically, I'll just feed them Dreamies on stream. You know, nothing fancy, but you get to see some cats go wild. Yes, you're adorable. Playing a game. Right, on to Ryan's guitar and the bag used in mugging. Okay, let's talk to Simon about this.
That's it for the time being, thank you.
Now I live in fear that all these characters have secret clown costumes from the costume shop for their erotic adventures. I don't know why I gave you that voice, Queeks, but there you go.
What do you know about Ryan's guitar collection?
Not a whole lot. I know he brought a guitar to one of the groups once, at the end of one of the stages. That's the only time I've seen him with a guitar.
Uh-oh. He's now got a bit of David Brent to him as well. Alright, now that the seminar's over, I just want to sing you a song.
Seen this? You know the shop?
Yeah, I know the shop. I hired something from them last year, I think.
This is for a party, I assume.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that, yeah. What Queek said. He's got a secret clown costume for erotic adventures. I just realised something
Thank
from
you.
Emma.
Probably be back later.
You were right, Queeks. Right. Emma used to sing Blackstone. Liam used to be in Blackstone. Didn't know Liam very well.
Aha. That band you sang in, Blackstone. Who else was in the band?
Just a few people from college.
Including Liam?
Yeah.
Why did you say you didn't know him?
No, it's not that. I just thought you meant that I didn't know about his suicide.
Did you?
No, I was away on holiday.
When he died?
Yeah, I only knew him through the band.
She definitely knows more than she's saying. She was in a band with Liam, but didn't know about his problem. I'm not sure I believe you, Emma.
Yeah, Emma. Hi, Kathy. Welcome back. We just found another contradiction. Emma was in a band with Liam. But she said she didn't know Liam very well. Turns out she said she was on holiday the night he died, but only knew him from the band. Well, we know that to be a lie now, don't we? Right, who else do we need to talk? Emma, if that even is your real name.
That's all for the moment. Thank you.
Who else should we talk to about stuff? No, wrong one. This one for... What do you know about weird costumes and sex cults, James?
Please. Seen this anywhere before?
Nope.
Doesn't right on the back. I'm happy that is this going to be relevant? I'm just compulsive liars, nothing to do with murder. Oh, maybe. I mean, she seems like the key to it all, doesn't she? 15 boxes of props. Hang on. Pass me box 3. Have you seen this before? That is my water bottle, by the way. I know it's got a ribbed thing on it, but it is a water bottle. Stop it. I don't think he's got anything particularly contradictory. Like, yeah, we went through all that stuff with the Salvia. He gave us the flyer. There's nothing new contradictory, but we have...
Be back later on, if that's okay.
Alright, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's send me to horny jail if you must. Give me a tip. Call the chief for an update, and there are 4 things I haven't asked Ryan about yet. That's because I can't find Ryan. Is he sneaking out the back of James's? He's not in here trying to mug us. Is he in the magic mint greenhouse? Nope, no one in here. There was no answer last time I was at the hall, and obviously I got mugged in the woods. I'm just going to basically walk through all of town now. So we're going to have all these walking animation videos. Yeah, it's good old trespass, isn't it? Gonna poke around your stuff. I'm gonna go behind your house. Gonna... Yeah, no. I'm not gonna do that then, obviously. Obviously. Jenks has already done that. Is it because they couldn't find the actual act? Maybe that is just an intern. Back of the pub. Anyone behind the pub? Anyone gonna mug me in the outhouse? Look at those massive leaks! They're huge! Is his number plate random? I believe it is. Oh, there's definitely some Ayn Rand bullshit in here, folks, if you haven't been watching already. I forgot to put last week's stuff up on YouTube. I'm so lazy. Murder leaks. Alright. Go check every dead end. He's not in the village hall. He's not smoking a bong here. He's not auto-hypnotising himself there. Is he in the dogging spot? No, he's not dogging. And we'll try Atlas again. Maybe he'll be there now. He's not answering. Yeah, we can't go to the reading room. The game is waiting for us to do something. It does say call the chief for an update. I think we're going to have to Ned it. Ned! Call the chief. Bow, bow. Bow, 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 bow.
Yes, Jenks.
Sir, I've been assaulted. Mugged.
What did they take for that?
No! A DVD I found, sir.
Was it a dodgy one?
I don't think so, sir, but obviously someone wanted it back. Put a bag over my head.
What did they do that for?
I've no idea. It's quite disorienting, actually.
Did you keep the bag?
Yes.
Right, we'll find out where it came from. Someone must know about it.
All right, Chief. I'll call later.
Can't wait.
So there we go. Did they steal the act? No tea and sympathy from the chief. Nope. And the chief's like, I'll find out who knows more about the bag. Cool, I didn't realise we could do this. Simon is the only hired from there. Emma's never hired, but knows where it is. James doesn't recognise it. Thinks Ryan may have. Paul, oh, hang on. What was the tip? Was it about Paul? No, full things we haven't asked Ryan, but we can't find Ryan. Is it? It's probably a Sainsbury's bag. Paul doesn't recognise the bag. Hold on. Paul doesn't. Ryan may have gone to the shop before. Didn't they get the masks from the costume shop? Oh, you're too good to me, Jess. Mask made by a friend who died last year. Paul's replies, thinks the mask is from Monarch Costumes. Ryan uses the shop. Aha! Oh, you are too good. Yeah, we get a bit more Paul Darrow. Doesn't know where the bag is from, but...
Aha. Do you visit Monarch Costumes a lot?
No. I used to go in there occasionally. Why?
But you do know the shop.
Yes, of course I do.
You see, Paul, I thought you said you didn't know where this bag was from.
Well, maybe I do.
This was used to put over my head, Paul, by a mugger. Would you like to tell me something?
By a
Are you suggesting that I had something to do with your mugging?
Did you?
You really ask the most ridiculous questions. Of course I didn't.
So why did you lie about the shop?
Well, I didn't have anything to do with your mugging, Inspector, but I might know somebody who did.
Go on.
Did Ryan mention Jason to you, the cleaner? Unfortunately, Ryan at some point told Jason that the DVD mustn't be removed from the site. So, when he saw you take it, he simply thought that he was doing us a favour by, getting it back. He isn't exactly what you'd call one of Darwin's best examples.
So what's on the DVD that's so special?
All right, it was something I did myself, a little stunt I pulled to amuse the students.
What kind of stunt?
I pretended to steal from the students. I emphasize the word pretended. The students knew all about it afterwards. Everything was above board.
Steal from students? Why?
We were doing a piece about pushing the limit, so I decided I would show them how it was done. Oh, don't look so serious, Inspector. I returned everybody's things immediately afterwards. No harm done.
And when was this?
Last year sometime.
At Third Eye or Atlas?
Third Eye, I think.
And this was before or after Liam died?
Well, since you'll probably find out anyway, it happened to be on the night that Liam died, as it happens.
Oh-ho!
Before you ask. No. I didn't steal from him.
Do you think it's a good idea to encourage students to steal, Paul?
I wasn't encouraging students to steal. Policemen are so literal. Life is shades of grey, Inspector. Much as the Force might like it, it doesn't divide neatly into blacks and whites. Now, if you don't mind, you're going to have to excuse me for a moment. You know where the door is.
Yeah, caught me in some sneaky lies.
I see he was quick enough to claim he didn't steal from Liam. What kind of stunt was that anyway? And Liam dying later the same night? It's just all a bit too suspicious.
So that's something else to ask everyone about now. Oh well, we're closest to the farm. What do you know about the thing? Nothing? Alright, bye.
A few more questions, if you don't mind.
Alright, maybe not.
Okay, that's it for now. Thank you.
A few more questions, if you don't mind. No, that's it. Cheers, bye. Ding!
A few more questions, if you don't mind. Did you know about Paul's money stealing at Atlas?
Are you talking about a particular incident or just in general?
It's something he did on the course. Stunt.
And what did he do exactly?
Oh, well, he pretended to steal from the students.
That doesn't ring a bell. Paul's stunts usually involve throwing fancy dress parties with scantily clad girls or women dressed as nurses. That's his usual fetish.
When was the last party he threw?
Sex cult.
Sometime in the summer. I didn't stay long.
Sex cult, sex cult. Paul's a sex cult. Parties, parties. You might not be far off, Greeks. You might not be far off.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Alright, let's go ask these two. Go on, Emma.
Couple more questions.
See if we can
that's okay.
break you.
What do you know about Paul Rand?
Paul the Slime.
You've obviously met him then.
Yes, I have.
What do you know about him committing a fake theft during one of the courses?
What, about him going through people's bags? Yeah, he tried that thing on me as well, weirdo.
So you were at Third Eye?
Yes. Yes, I went there for a few months after college and I left because I hated it. And I didn't know Atlas was the same thing. And I went with Simon.
Does Simon know that?
No. I didn't want to burst his bubble, so I didn't say anything.
So he doesn't know you went to Third Eye?
No.
Ah! So is that where you met Ryan as well?
Yep.
Right. What didn't you like about the course?
Well, it was stupid. They just made you do things to other people and be abusive just to prove that you could, and I absolutely hated it.
What sort of things?
Oh, just stupid things. Nasty things to prove that you could do it. It was about not feeling guilty. And it was horrible. That's why I left.
What, the bullying
Is
done
Simon
club?
doing all of this stuff now?
No, I think they had to stop because it was just getting ridiculous. I think somebody got arrested or something.
Very interesting.
Okay, so if he offers fancy dress parties, he's gonna get the costumes from somewhere. Yeah, we've already burned him on that though, haven't we? And he's kicked us out of the house. Joined Third Eye after leaving college. Was at Third Eye when Paul pulled the stunt. Simon doesn't know Emma went. Claims it was abusive and that it stopped. So she saw the flyer at college. Doesn't believe anything James says. What else is about Third Eye? I don't think there's anything else earlier about Third Eye, is there? Nothing there that I think contradicts anything else she said. Liam. Anything else to do with Liam? On holiday the night he died. Only knew Liam through the band Blackstone, but he was at Third Eye as well, right? Because Paul pulled the stunt the night Liam died. Come on. What? She was at Third Eye when Paul pulled the stunt. Then she was there when the night that Liam died, right? Said she was on holiday the night Liam died.
Aha. So, you witnessed Paul's money-stealing stunt, is that right?
Yes.
But you weren't there when Liam died?
No.
Don't quite understand that, you see, because Paul pulled the stunt on the same night. Liam died later that evening.
I must have got mixed up.
So you don't know anything about Liam's death, even though you were there on that night?
No.
Emma. I think you better explain, don't you?
Fess up.
It was the stupid course, wasn't it?
Go on.
Well, we were all told to do stupid things, and then that thieving thing happened, and so...
Take a breath, Emma.
Liam killed himself because of me.
Why?
We've seen him as well.
Liam had a birthmark on the side of his face. And no one would mention anything, even though we all knew it was there. And they all thought it was ugly. So I thought I'd say something, and I even asked Paul if it was okay to say it.
What did he say?
He said he wouldn't mind. Then Liam killed himself. Liam's dead because of me.
Well, Emma, I'm quite sure you regret what you said, but I really don't think you caused Liam's death. There's always more to these things than meets the eye. It wasn't your fault.
We can't tell Simon, please.
Simon doesn't need to know. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Oh, we made it to 9 p.m. We've still not used any cheats.
Look, poor Emma. I suppose it's possible that what she said led to Liam's death, but I really doubt it. I blame the Rands before I blame her.
Yep, so do we. We're with you, buddy. Oh wow, the music's gone it's gone a bit Twin Peaks. It's almost Laura's theme. Really loud. Why is that so loud? Yeah, so that's why she's been shifty. She's just got full of guilt because she thinks she caused Liam's death. But I don't think she did. Right, should we start all the way at the top at Atlas and work our way down? Hopefully. It's emotional, DJ! Oh, hello. Boxes.
That'll come in handy. Don't know why I never remember to buy one.
Stealing screwdrivers, flashlights.
A few more questions, please. Thank you.
Oh, is he going to be... So we've had this bit where we've been blocked off from him as he's been teaching the course, right? But is he going to resort back to leaning on the mantelpiece with his piss whiskey going, I will overact you, sir. There's loads we haven't asked him about, isn't there? Right, all the way back to the... Yeah.
So tell me more about this doll burning.
It's a symbolic ceremony we perform every few weeks on the course.
What's it about?
It's about burning your old personality and finding a new one, a better one.
So the dolls are...
You. They represent you from the past. Each doll has a picture of the student as a child or a teenager. And they burn the doll and symbolically destroy their old personality. It's quite simple but effective, I find.
And why did that girl shout?
Because it's an emotional thing. She's quite clearly become very attached to her doll. They do spend the first month with them. We tell them to take the doll everywhere with them before they actually go through the doll burning.
And you believe that's a good thing? Destroying your past?
Of course it's a good thing, Inspector. We're all shackled to our past, particularly you by the sound of it. Perhaps we should make a doll of you, Inspector, and burn that. What do you think?
No, thank you.
You're probably right. I'm not sure it would do any good anyway.
Wow. You know what? I don't think I've ever actually seen or read an Inspector Calls, so I don't know the ending. But I hope this is a wonderfully unique ending. It probably will be. Did you drop this? I've been breaking into your garage. Oh, don't worry. We'll find the guitars in a second. Oh, you did it for GCSE in English. Oh, I just did Macbeth.
Tell me about auto-hypnosis.
Well, what would you like to know?
Do you use it on the course?
We dip into it occasionally, but it's not a major feature of the course. I would say that, well, a minority of the students know how to use it, but the majority wouldn't know and have a clue.
It's not a requirement of the course.
No, not at all. We don't ask people to do things that they're not comfortable with. There's no bribery, no coercion. We're thinking about phasing auto-hypnosis out, actually.
What's the reason for that?
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, Inspector, it doesn't actually work very well.
Okay. Sound off in the comments what you study for GCSE English, because I was just actually thinking, what did I do in Macbeth? It was Children of the Dust by Louise Lawrence, because I'm a Gen Xer, so we just feared the bomb, particularly in the 80s. Merchant and Richard II for your Willies. You did 2 Willies? I did Merchant of Venice in year 9. Julius Caesar and Macbeth. So I only did like one. Well, I did The Tempest for drama and Abigail's Party. But then for English, Welsh Joint Education only did 1 Will Shakespeare and 1 modern. At least the bomb gave us Dr. Strangelove. Fair enough. And to be fair, Children of the Dust is actually really good. Hello, Art. How you doing? Welcome from under the rock. This is Contradiction, the full motion video game from 2015 with bad acting, and Avon from Blake 7. Yes, Paul Darrow is in this. And we have to try and work out the contradictions in people's statements as we just sort of ask them. It's like, do you know what this is? Have you ever seen one of these before? I've got lots of props on my desk, as you can see. Point and clicks now, Art, are going to be Fridays and Saturdays. Mondays and Tuesdays will be like JRPGs or things like that. Point and clicks I'm going to do Fridays and Saturdays. Yeah, spoiler, fascist sex cult. Anyway, so we asked about old hypnosis. Let's talk about your guitars, Sonny Jim.
I didn't realise you were a musician.
Oh, well, I'm not really a musician. I mean, I dabble a little bit. To be quite honest with you, I'm far more interested in collecting guitars.
You're not in a band.
Well, I did audition. I did audition a few years ago. When I say a few years ago, of course, I mean about 20 years ago. Doesn't time fly?
What band was that?
Oh, I can't remember. Something Stone. Aren't they all called Something Stone? Hammer Stone. That's it.
And you still collect?
I haven't bought a guitar for over a year. I feel I've moved on.
Okay. Played in Hammerstone. Or auditioned for Hammerstone. Not a real band. Imagine if you said, oh yes, well, you know, I auditioned to be in the Stone Roses in 1982. They said the John guy was better. Right, know anything about this Tesco bag with a sticker on it?
Do you know what this is?
Well, I think it's a bag. Is it a bag, Inspector?
The shop.
Oh, yes, the costume shop. Yes, we used to hire from them.
For the course?
Well, yes. For the course, at the end of each stage, we have a little party, and we ask students to dress up, try acting out being somebody new, their new selves, as it were.
Could you explain a bit more? New selves?
One of the main elements of the course is learning how to act, how to be whoever you need to be in any given situation. I think you'll agree, Inspector, that business is about being the right person in the right situation at the right time. What it does, it helps them to detach themselves, become somebody new, pretend, you know that kind of thing. It's surprising what a little bit of cross-dressing can do for you, Inspector. You should try it.
Not at this stage.
A little bit of acting at the end. Also, if I showed up to a meeting with, like, my directors, or even if I showed up to a team meeting in a Wolverine costume I'd hired from the costume shop, I was just like, my name's Logan. I'm being somebody else. Shut up before I rage. They might not take me very seriously as a business person. Remember when your dad stole stuff?
What do you know about your father's money-stealing stunt?
Oh, well, yes, that was something that Dad decided to do as part of the shock aspect of the course.
But he went too far, you believe.
He usually does.
And do you think it did have anything to do with Liam's death?
No. Liam wasn't like that at all. I mean, that was just a simple, unfortunate coincidence. I mean, Liam had his own problems, but he didn't have any problems with the money shock stunt. No.
Oh, look at you, Kathy, and your cool, hip place to work. You have an entire team of nerds. So which Marvel character were you? Black Widow.
What do you know about Emma Bowman criticising Liam before his suicide?
I was there. I witnessed it. Well, I know Emma blamed herself for his death.
Did she?
Well, she was upset and all of that, but I wouldn't blame her, Inspector. I really don't think she had anything to do with it at all.
You don't think?
Liam was a very confident person, very outgoing, very strong individual, or so it seemed. I mean, people are free to do what they like. Even something as irreversible as bumping themselves off. Sad though that is, of course.
You've never seen a film with Black Widow in. surprisingly, the films with Black Widow in where she actually became a strong female character were the ones not involving Joss Whedon. Oh, Kira's gone. Ooh, did you catch something I didn't? Or are you just oohing at Kathy's admission here? A shock. Well, you know, if you're shook and you've got better TTTV, you've got access to Snarf, who is shook. Yeah, it's not worth talking. Right. Anything here contradictory. So, witnesses Emma's criticism of Liam. Doesn't blame Emma for Liam's death. Liam was strong and outgoing. Thinks people are free to do what they like. What has he said previously about Liam? Had heard about it, had met him in the pub. Liam seemed happy. Had met Liam in the pub. Doesn't really match up with the fact that Liam was actually at Third Eye, or whatever they call that thing. Had heard about Liam's suicide. No, that's not going to be it, is it? I think there's something here. People are free to do what they like. Yeah. Sounds like he knocked off a rival. A love rival, you thinking, huh? Liam's death. Nothing particularly contradictory there. Guitars. Dabbles in playing the guitar. Interest in collecting guitars. Once from Bishop Hammerstone. Hadn't bought a new guitar for over a year. Oh, you think he knocked off a fashy for a wannabe rival? Okay. Because remember, there's a sordid affair going on here. Just one mention of the word wannabe and you've got the Spice Girls stuck in your head. If you want to be my Führer. Okay, that's fair. Is there anything you said here that's been particularly contradictory, do we think? There's something here with this Liam and Emma nexus. The thing is, I've just thought of another version of the Ziggy Ziggar line, but I'm not going to say it because it's just fucking offensive. Right. I mean, yeah, we blame Guy for a lot of stuff. If in doubt, blame Guy. Right. He had heard about Liam's suicide. He had met... Right, let's replay the answer here.
What can you tell me about Liam?
Oh, Liam. You mean the boy who committed... Very unfortunate, isn't it?
Did you know him?
Oh, yes. Well, I say know him. I met him in the pub. Seemed very happy sort of person. Well, I say he seemed happy. He can't have been, can he?
See, he doesn't. Before, he didn't mention anything about Liam being in Third Eye. Denied a lot of the stuff about Third Eye. Okay, and here he kind of mentions. Let's check this.
What do you know about this?
Not much.
So you've never seen this before? You don't know anything about Third Eye?
Well, I don't remember seeing it now.
You don't recognize any of the symbols on it?
Yeah, sorry.
Well, that was his original answer, isn't it? We have to go to a different menu to find the contradiction. Is there a thing he thinks people shouldn't be allowed to do? He thinks people are free to do what they like. Okay, so. So this is about people leading their lives. This is part of their teaching, isn't it? This freedom phrase. Phrase about getting rid of guilt and self-doubt. He invented it. While based at the village hall, he has a background in psychology. So that doesn't really contradict with the thing. Dried leaves. Drugs. He doesn't allow drugs or alcohol onto Atlas premises. Yet, as a libertarian, he thinks people are free to do what they like. Is that particularly contradictory? Not really. You're free to do the drugs, just not my place. That's an acceptable libertarian mindset, I guess. So, Isn't the symbol Third Eye the same as the symbol of the mask? Yeah, so that one, I think, is what brings out the contradictions.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Because if we can replay. Yeah, here we go.
So if you don't allow drink or drugs onto the site, why did you allow Liam to drink whiskey all night?
Well, it's the wrong one. It's a Ryan contradiction, isn't it?
Ryan, you've just told me all about the moon symbols on the mask. Then you're claiming you don't know anything about the symbols on the flyer. It's all the same thing.
Oh, actually, yes. Sorry, yes.
Yeah. So we did that one. Okay, we've got a torch, and I remember a dark place where we said, if only we had a torch for this. Maybe we need to find more stuff to contradict with those statements. Let's go back to the back of the pub with our torch. Are they subtly colour grading these to reflect the time? Hard to tell. So here we should be able to use the torch. Have a look at all these horrible pans.
Well, and there's the mask symbol again. Looks like someone's been trying to make a point.
Now we've got something new to ask about. Let's start at Atlas, shall we? Hello again. Hello, us again. You know what, this time, just gonna have a little poke in the other room. See what's going on there now. Oh, nothing. So we might find the cleaner or someone.
Ask you a couple more things, please.
To be honest, Caletics, I was just thinking that. Don't put things like that in your mouth. What if you found it pops through the back of your head? It's kind of shallow. You can't just look cool with a torch in your mouth. Oh, you don't know where it's been. Definitely 3 different concerns there. Are there any rooms we haven't been in yet? I don't think there are, from Stormer. Sorry. Torture's proud, but let's talk about this fancy car that hasn't had devil worshippers photoshopped over it, not in any way, shape, or form.
Do you know what these are?
Oh, yes, that's my old car. It was vandalized. I took those for the insurance company. Where did you find those?
At the pub. You know who did this?
Yes. A girl called Lisa Blint. She was on the course. Very strange girl.
And why did she write the words devil worshippers all over your car?
Well, she was a very strange girl. She had a lot of psychological problems. I'm not entirely sure, Inspector. I mean, she took a dislike to the course for some particular reason. I couldn't quite put my finger on it. And she asked for a refund. I declined. And she decided to spray her disapproval all over my car.
Odd thing to spray, isn't it, though? Devil worshippers?
Well, she was a very odd girl, Inspector. Maybe she thought it was a way of getting back at us. I have no idea.
Did Rebecca know about it?
Well, yes, she did, but I wasn't about to unleash Rebecca on her. She can be quite fierce sometimes, you know. And I mean, the girl wasn't vindictive. She had psychological problems. She lives in the village, actually. The run-down house at the end of the lane. Can't miss it.
Really? Right, thank you.
More people to talk to. Okay, Ryan's car vandalised last year. Lisa Blint. Stupid Blint. Sorry, couldn't help myself. Lisa with psychological problems, asked for a refund. Devil worshiper, lives alone at the end of the lane. Nothing there new compared to other stuff.
That's all for the moment, thank you.
We could go all the way down to her and ask her everything. It's a trap. It's a trap. Maybe it is. Anyone new in the kitchen? We'll have a nose in the kitchen, just in case. Doubt it. Just make a cup of tea in it. Alright. Let's go see Simon and Emma and say, what do you know about this?
Just a few more questions, if you don't mind. Do you know anything about these?
Nope. Sorry.
Be back later on if
I
that's
reckon
okay.
James will know stuff.
Have you seen these before?
No. Don't know the car.
Doesn't recognise the car. Last year, was it? Last year that he said? Atlas, let's see. Poster. How long has he been member of Atlas for? See, because I think there's like, doesn't recognise photos card, but like the Atlas link. It's like, would he not? How would he not know the guy's car? But oh well.
Thank you. Probably be back later.
Ding.
Ask about a few more things, please.
It's gonna ding you every time.
Have you ever seen these?
That's Ryan's car. It got vandalised last year. His camera had been stolen, so I took pictures. God, whoever did it made a mess, didn't they?
But nobody was prosecuted for it.
Not that I remember. The insurance paid out, though.
Car, when Rebecca took photos, Ryan's camera had been stolen. Don't think it was prosecuted for it. Insurance paid out. Nothing about Ryan having a camera. Probably not. Don't think there's anything else, is there? No. Okay.
That's it for the time being. Thank you.
Knocking on people's windows. But what if that is the better way? YouTube push and make your own scry mirror video at you. Wow. They really are. Just get into every aspect of our lives. Right. Am I going to be able to talk to you?
Okay. Do you think Emma's criticism of Liam on that last night led to his suicide?
I doubt it helped.
Did you encourage Emma to criticize him?
I didn't encourage Emma to do anything. I merely told her what we tell every student to do, to express themselves as they want to. It would be out of order to criticize them after that, wouldn't it? However, I didn't expect her to criticize his birthmark, if that's what it was. That's a decision she took herself.
So you didn't know her well?
No, not at all.
Hardly knew Emma. Didn't expect Emma to discuss Liam's birthmark. Didn't encourage Emma to. There's probably something in that, isn't there? Let's talk about the car.
Do you know what these are?
Yes, that's Ryan's car. Another toy he managed to ruin. It was vandalized sometime last year.
You know who did it?
I don't believe anybody was ever prosecuted for it.
Okay. Didn't encourage Emma to criticise Liam's birthmark. Didn't expect Emma to discuss Liam's birthmark. Hardly knew Emma. Hardly knew her, but didn't expect her to? I mean... No? Okay. Other stuff to do with Emma. That's all Kate. That's all Kate. Next card, didn't buy it for Kate. No. Pub, no. Mask. No. Nothing but Scrime. Liam. Necklace for student, didn't know Emma. I like it.
Aha. You say you didn't know Emma, yet you bought her a freedom necklace.
I don't remember saying anything about buying Emma a necklace.
So you didn't buy her one? So you did buy her one. So that means you must have known her, and quite well too.
Stop making such a big thing about this, Inspector. Look, I've been around a few years. The clock is ticking. And I admit I have an embarrassing weakness for attractive women. It was a stupid mistake, but that's all it was.
So you're saying you tried it on with her?
No, I didn't
Sex
try
cult.
it on.
Sex cult.
I bought her a necklace. I'm not aware that there's a law against buying presents unless, of course, the Third Reich has been elected while I was at a bridge party.
And they didn't invite
Emma was old
me.
enough to make decisions for herself. And as a matter of fact, she decided that she didn't want to be bothered with an old fool like me. So nothing happened, no mistakes, nobody got hurt. All right.
Like father, like son. No surprises there. I wonder how many students Paul has tried it on with.
'Cause it's a sex cult. Yeah, the dad's being gross. Shocker, huh? He probably knows about Dumbala. Cool. Once tried to date Emma. Does that contradict anything we know? The Third Reich is your son and he's chugging whiskey by the fire. Damn right. That's why he decided to implement it while you were at Bridge Club. So he's like, I don't want my dad involved. Anything else around here? I don't think there's anything else at the moment. Go talk to James! I hate this guy, but...
A few more questions, please.
Should know about this.
Nope.
Oh, come on, devil worshippers. And all your flyer stuff that you gave us. Third Eye were cult and slave traders. Doesn't recognize. Come on, give me something. No. Fine.
Probably be back later.
So now, if we go all the way to the bottom of the road...
Could that be where Lisa lives? Run-down house at the end of the lane. That's what Ryan said, wasn't it?
Let's try the old house. Not going to poke around. Not going to nose around the back. That's a brand new door.
Is it Lisa?
Yes.
Inspector Jenks, I'm investigating an incident in the village. I wonder if I could ask you a few questions.
New actor, everyone.
I'd rather come in and discuss it if that's all right with you. I promise I won't take long. Thank you.
God, he looks so weird and leery.
I have to go out in a minute.
Oh, look, I can come back later.
I might not be here. What did you want to ask?
I just wanted to ask you, did you know Kay Vine?
No.
Right. Well, I heard that you're familiar with Atlas, the life skills training company.
What do you want to know about Atlas?
Well, I heard you reacted badly to it.
Of course I reacted badly. So would anyone.
Now, why do you say that?
Because they're devil worshippers.
Devil worshippers?
They're making demons appear. They're tricking everybody. They're getting people to join up, then they're putting demons inside them. You can see them.
See who?
Demons.
Satanic sex cult.
Where could you see them?
In the mirrors.
At Atlas?
Any mirror. You can't get rid of them. They stay inside you.
So, how did you get rid of them?
I didn't.
You still see them?
I just don't look. I put all the lights on. I make sure it's all bright. I put them on when I need to look in the mirror. If I make sure everything is bright, I just see myself without seeing the other person.
Who is the other person?
She's like me, but older. It's like her eyes sink in. She's all wrinkled.
It's just bad lighting.
With a wrinkled mouth.
You've just discovered lighting.
Like she's dying. I realise I'm her.
You've discovered lighting. That's all it is.
Not me anymore.
If I turned my key light off, I'd look like shit.
I'm sorry, I have to go now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What a very fragile and disturbed person, and utterly convinced that Atlas are worshipping the devil. How are Ryan and Paul going to get out of this one?
I'm trying to think of an Eleanor Rigby for demonic sex cult. Creeping on kids and then murdering them in the woods. Life's so much goods. It's a bit rubbish. Anyway, wow. Demonic sex cult, eh? Or just someone who's discovered lighting. Right. You know what, folks? I know there's a bit of faff at the start of the stream, but I think now's a good time to probably wrap it up. And save and export it to YouTube and get all the other ones published and everything. I'll get that done in a minute. You're not my real mum. But yeah, that. Ooh, the plot thickenings. So yeah, I'll be about tomorrow, I reckon. We'll do some random stuff in the afternoon. No idea what. I'll have a root round and see what we got. Maybe do some of those old NES games. And we'll be back here at 7 PM tomorrow for more Contradiction. Now, let's see who's about for the raid. Performing Nerd is playing Minecraft. And he did just come in and do the follow, so it would be nice maybe to drop back over there. Although friend of the channel Timbo, the wizard, is still about. But shall we go and see Performing Nerd on there? Yes, might be in the office tomorrow. A random stream, good excuse to bunk off. I'm always a great excuse to bunk off. That's me. I'm great at bunking off. Working from home, I just go and have a nap whenever I want. Right, yeah, we shall raid. Yes, Performing Nerd. He spells it properly. Oh, wait. Ray says April may be dead. Have we been to April may be dead before? The name rings a bell. Fine, let's go to April may be dead, who I'm not following. Because I always follow Ray's suggestions, because Ray knows all the best peeps. Yeah, cool. Alright, let's raid April may be dead. Get the raid going. Don't forget your raid messages. If you're a subscriber, you can do raid sub. Nightbot is not a subscriber, but we are the Nerdhood, and we're coming to town. Beep beep. Yeah, but we'll be back tomorrow afternoon for more fun and shenanigans. Thank you for hanging out with me, everybody. You are a lovely, lovely, lovely bunch. Yeah, let's go see April may be dead and find out if they are in fact actually dead. See you then. Bye.